Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. This is Daily Trading Analysis with the market recap for today, November 29th. Today, we finished lower, showing a lot of weakness, not even holding this blue dot line that is last week low. And honestly, it's quite weak and boring price action. We were continuing lower through this last week low, and there's only space below us until perhaps low of year. So be careful, because this is a tricky situation in which we are seeing weakness everywhere, and all stocks: Apple minus 2%, Tesla minus 1%, Amazon minus 1.63%. And sector funds, XLY finished in the red, financials and energy in the green, and utilities, staples and healthcare in the red also. The only thing that is green across the board is dollar. So dollar is finding again some strength, continuing higher of this 200 moving average and double bottom that we had on the daily. And on the 30-minute chart, we can see that we are consolidating, creating a market structure down here and moving higher towards 107. We are switching, going around these two levels, 105 and 107, almost 108. And right now we are seeing relatively strength. I think we are moving higher, and I think we will continue going higher as Nasdaq and overall market sees weakness. Yields also in the green, going sideways, holding the 2-year, the 4.45%, also 4.5%, and 10-year is pushing quite a lot, 1.90%. So let's check the daily. We are seeing a nice move on the 10-year that is increasing the inverted yield curve that is between the 2-year and the 3 months. Look at this. This is super bad in my opinion. And also the 10-year versus the 3 months is already pushing lower, deepening in the lows. The inversion yield curve finally between the 10-year and the 2-year is pushing a lot lower. So be careful, because this shows that there's some sickness in the markets, in the economy, that is not only inflation. We are starting to see signs of recession and signs of fear about the economy. Be careful with that. Let's go back to the Nasdaq and see what kind of price action did we see. We basically we rejected the 200. We tried a couple of times to break 11,550. That is this yellow line, but honestly, it's quite weak. We were chopping around after this flash that was, I think, was caused because of Apple and all the fight that is going around between Elon Musk and Apple regarding Twitter. So I think it's not only Apple the cause, is one of the big things that caused the market to tank today. But overall, I think the most important thing to recognize is that dollar and yields are high, energy is higher, and I think China, COVID-related things, and most importantly, the sickness that is going around, the fear around the economy, is affecting the markets and continuing lower on these fears of recession until something positive, something good happens. And that may be maybe tomorrow we can see, Wednesday, we can see that employment change maybe is going higher. Some kind of unemployment will be good for the Feds to see. GDP growth rate, this is not going to affect the Fed's decision, but it's going to affect for sure the overall sentiment on the markets. We are expecting a little increase. This is the estimate for Q3. So take into account that we are seeing estimates here, not actual rates for GDP. And JOLTS, job openings, we are expecting a decrease on JOLTS at 10 a.m. That this is for sure going to affect the markets for good or for bad. And finally, at 1:30, we have Powell speech, 1:30 p.m. After lunch. A lot of people is going to be watching this speech after the jolts and after the employment and GDP growth rate. So tomorrow is quite packed on economic data. So be prepared for volatility and for some moves for sure. We'll be watching that. And don't forget, it's not only Wednesday, Thursday, also personal spending and PCE. This is one of the most important indicators that Feds are watching towards inflation for the personal spending and income, and also ISM manufacturing PMI. And finally, Friday, the big kahuna unemployment rate and non-farm payrolls. So we have a very interesting end of the week starting tomorrow, Wednesday, with JOLTS openings and Fed Chair Powell speech. So be prepared, be patient, because we will for sure see some moves happening. I think that's for sure. So final remarks. I expect to see Nasdaq to try to hold these 3 weeks that we were holding throughout all these last weeks. We got this breakout to the upside, but we lost a little bit of strength around 11,920, but we need to hold 11,500. Look at this. This is the 2-hour time frame, 2-hour chart. This is equilibrium, indecision everywhere. After this flash, we need to hold these levels, because below that, there's a lot of empty space. So be careful here, because there's a lot of weakness that may appear if we start losing this critical level. So that's the plan for the rest of the week. Let's see if Nasdaq can hold some levels, these critical levels, ahead of important economic data tomorrow and until Friday. We have a big week, rest of the week ahead. So thank you for your time. If you found this video useful, please remember to click the like button and subscribe to the channel to receive notifications when I upload new videos. Remember that I upload new videos every single day for market forecast, market updates, and market recap like this one. I appreciate your time. I hope you had an amazing trading day. And see you tomorrow with the market forecast. Remember, discipline and risk management more than ever are key for success. Stay safe, everyone, and see you tomorrow.